Jesus was born by the wayside, and the angels revealed themselves to the shepherds by the wayside. The shepherds weren't the elite of the society. They were the equivalent of the Builders Labourers Union. And the host of heaven revealed this news to them. Christmas is God's kind of I'll ride with you moment. Now, we've got an ambulance that are just taking care of somebody just here. That it wouldn't be Wayside unless something like that was going on at the same time. So we'll just let them do their work. This is the first Christmas for me. This is my 10th one here in the street, and it's the first one that we haven't got our beautiful animal parked up here on his bike. So, but later on in the day, some of the members of the King's Cross Bikers will be parked up there so that we don't feel quite so alone. I acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation whose people inhabited this land and looked after this land 40,000 years before my overly religious Scottish ancestors and overly drunk Irish ancestors got here.
They stuffed it up.
So there are angels everywhere. Look, the reason why it's appropriate that we're on the street is that in the end what we're celebrating is a 14-year-old girl who was not married and giving birth to a baby out with the animals, laying her baby in the feed trough. What perfect place to celebrate that but right here on the street. The invitation to love is always coming to you as unimpressive. It's very rare that an invitation to love comes to you with a police escort and a brass band. It comes always as something that's easily overlooked. And an invitation will come to you today for love, for the best present you could get all day, which is your present. To be in the presence of another. An invitation will come to you today to be present. It'll come in a way that is easily overlooked. It'll come through a smile. It'll come through somebody saying Happy Christmas. It'll come through somebody giving you a hug. But it'll be a way which is easily for you to brush off, just like the first Christmas. Now, the best way to miss this invitation is simply to get on with business. The people in Bethlehem weren't bad people. They had no room for Jesus to be born. They weren't bad people. They were just people getting on with business. And what's beautiful about this day is it's a day to stop taking care of business and to look around. And last thing I'll say is, and probably the most important thing I could say today, in order for you to get your real present today, I'm not talking about an attitude. This is not about you getting your attitude right. The only way you can come into your present is by invitation. It's about responding to an invitation. The invitation will come to you. The hardest invitation for you to hear and respond to will come from the people you know the best. Because what happens is we form ideas about the people we know. And what we know is our idea, not the person. After 43 years of being married to Robin, every now and then I have to turn from my idea of Robin and see Robin herself.
I married Mary in the morning.
Every contribution is welcome. It's only natural that that's what we do. So an important part of you coming into the present, of you getting your present this Christmas Day, is that you turn from what you know, turn from your idea of your brother, your sister, your partner, your husband, turn from your idea of your husband and turn to your husband. Turn from your idea of your children and turn to your children. And you may be surprised that the person you're married to is actually bigger and better and more real than your idea of them. that your children are actually more mysterious than your idea of them. And you will be invited into your present moment, into a moment of wonder. And if you respond to that, the angels in heaven will sing, and I promise you, God will be riding with you. Hey, we should sing. Can we grab the choir back? Last song. Well, we should all stand up there.